It was the second leg of the Cup Winners' Cup semi-final. At Goodison Park, Everton hosted Bayern München. With the first leg 0-0, Everton seized the moment and reached the final. Once again, we witness history.
Mountfield is back for another, recovered from the knee injury. He keeps another clean sheet. Bayern realise the importance of their own master goalkeeper. But it is a night when something has got to give. Both clubs here with 3 trophies in their sights. Pflügler with a long throw. And Hoeneß jumping clumsily. Trevor Steven. Here's Bracewell. Free kick to Everton. Danish international midfield player, and Pfaff. Stevens. Here's Reid. Down goes Sharp. And it's Graeme met it. In came Reid. Steven! He was onside too. The final header came from Reid, and Steven inside the 6 for Bayern could cause untold damage. Here's Gary Stevens. Every shot at goal side. Steven. It's Sharp will jump with the goalkeeper. And Pfaff his charge forward. And Gray even. And they both found the ball too long for them. Back from Nachtweih. And Hoeneß. He just managed. Gray. Sharp, and Sheedy, can he control? Dremmler thought Sheedy might have handled, and Sheedy tried to collect. Now, was there an arm there? It seemed to be from Dremmler, but maybe not intentional. Sharp, and Sheedy took it well. Pfaff's coming. And finding the goal-scoring opening was evident again. He got beyond Dremmler, who left it rather for the goalkeeper. Stevens. And Lerby was late, and caught down, and then goes down a second time. Himself, not by Eder. And Reid was burning. Graeme. And he lashed out at Pflügler. He wants Pflügler as well. And the yellow card goes. Sheedy takes the free kick. Here's Steven. Gray. Hoeneß defending. Stevens. The final shot from Gary Stevens. There as well, Stevens over the ball. Here's Sheedy. And it was desperately close. Well, you'd stake your family fortune on Kevin Sheedy's left foot. And he's so nearly obliged again. In goes Sharp. Everton were pouring down on the Bayern goal then. Augenthaler. And Southall hangs on. Is onside. And clean in at Neville Southall. And Hoeneß off the goalkeeper. There are 2 on the line for Everton. But Hoeneß finds a way past them. His European fortress has fallen at last. Hoeneß couldn't finish it. Southall did well to hold him up. But Hoeneß, rather ponderously, but effectively, puts Bayern in front. Sharp coming in. Pfaff has lost it. It was an ambitious... It would have had time to turn then. Sheedy. Too close to Steven. And Pfaff again. The half-time whistle, and Everton go to the dressing room knowing that the goal from Dieter Hoeneß. Welcome back to Goodison Park. Gray and Stephen. But it will be a congested Bayern defence. And Gray goes in. Sharp! To the second half. And Everton have recaptured the party mood. Taken by Gary Stevens, and Bayern neglected Andy Gray at their peril. Sharp was stooping in with Eder. And it's number 29. It was the merest of deflections. 3 minutes into the second half. And just a reminder, if you're unfamiliar with the... Dremmler got the ball. They've become unaccustomed taking on Stevens. Hoeneß arriving in the middle. Thought better of it, and Reid goes on. Great advantage played by the referee, and Bracewell squanders it. Kögl, and Ratcliffe had to take drastic action. So elusive. And Ratcliffe scythed him down. Dremmler, no trouble for Southall. In comes Gray, and Reid. Pfaff is there, looking to make their first substitution. And Hauwe. Sharp! That is a splendid save. But Graeme Sharp thought that he might have hooked his shot into that bottom corner then. To be replaced by another defender, by Lothar. It's Everton's biggest crowd of the season. And the spectators torn now. Thing again. Reid, Stephen to his right. I think if it had been in cricket, it would have been called a wide. Stevens with another testing long throw. Pfaff lost it. A goal. Gray! Such delight on the terraces, such delight amongst the players, and Pfaff will look back at this and wonder. It was his own players who balked him, and Andy Gray had an open goal. Meanwhile, Bayern have brought on another substitute as we look again at the goal. But Jean-Marie Pfaff clapped at Stevens' long throw. But Everton lead. And here's Peter Reid, and Sharp is offside. A cacophony of sound. And Mountfield, the second time. Sheedy and Reid working the short free kick. And Stevens... as Ratcliffe gets a header away, that Bayern will fight to the very last. Kögl, in comes Gray again, and Stephen! Last few minutes, another header to admire from Gray. Gray is onside, played onside by Nachtweih, and Trevor Stephen. It's settled now! Guilty man, allowing both Stephen and Gray to stay onside. Tremendous piece of vision from Andy Gray. Gray, and then Stephen, who hasn't had the happiest of nights. And great credit to him that he kept his nerve there. Sharp. And Sheedy. Well, surely another would have... Well, Bayern saw that sign as they went out. To be beaten. They're through to their first European final. Andy Grays are off to Rotterdam on May the 15th. Quite extraordinary season. reaction from Andy Graeme.
Night that was.
Yeah, I think the lads were pretty determined to show we're as good as anyone in Europe. And what more can I say? The performance second half was brilliant.